There's a new coffee shop and cafe in the area, and it's historic. Stick around to the end to get all the details. I'm changing it up on you today. We're going for coffee and a sandwich, and there's a place that just opened up, man. It's called Arthur's 1795, and it's down in Schenectady, in the Stockade kind of area of Schenectady, and I'm really excited for this one. So I'm finding out that there's a lot of history with this place. It's actually been a while since we've done a coffee shop. I think the last time we did one was Storied Coffee back last season, and I think the way this is going to work, we have an appointment to actually check out the place. Make sure you stick around and you can see kind of what this place is all about. I'm really excited. It's going to be a little different than just eating here, but we're going to have some tasting of the food and the cookies and their coffee as well, because it looks pretty good. As always, hit a like on this video, subscribe if you like food, and let's get down there. We got an appointment to make. Interrupting the normal driving part here, just to talk a little bit about this place. Arthur's 1795 is in a location that actually used to be a market since the 1700s. It opened in 1795. And there's a lot of history there. Apparently the new owner kind of bought that building and kind of renovated everything. So I'm really excited to check out, what it looks like. Looking at the pictures on social media, everything looks kind of like cool and hip and kind of modern. So it's going to be a little bit of a fun kind of, trip into a new store that kind of has a lot of history. So So I figure we'll do the tasting of the coffee before I even get home. I'm doing this with a white shirt, so I better not spill any of it. Let's try it. So I got the Cortado 375. I had to ask what it was because a lot of times there's different versions of Cortados out there. So I wanted to make sure I was ordering what I wanted. Really good. So what a Cortado should be, as far as like a Caribbean or like Puerto Rican, Cuban style Cortado, is like just kind of a double shot of espresso thinned out with some milk, steamed milk, and that's exactly what this is. Their espresso is very good, very sweet on its own. Excellent. We're gonna try the rest of the stuff at home. We got a whole bunch of goodies, and if you stick around, I got something cute in store for you. We got a whole bunch of things to try, and I already had the coffee. I guess I'll go into like a coffee, breakfast, lunch, snack kind of flow here. I can't wait to dig into this stuff. So I got this hand pie, pumpkin hand pie. They have like a handful of baked goods, a couple of sandwiches, some salads, which we got a salad to try together here. And it's a cute little market. Anyway, let's talk about this. We'll talk about the market in a second. So biting into the hand pie. It's like a little baby Pop-Tart. Very flavorful. The icing to me is like amazing. It has like that kind of cinnamon, pumpkin spice, nutmeggy type taste. And the pumpkin inside, a lot of times pumpkin is just like blah. It's just kind of pumpkin taste and pumpkin spice. There's some depth to this. It's like it's roasted pumpkin, kind of a nice fresh filling, and the pastry has some character to it. You can tell they put a lot of effort into assembling this. It's excellent. That was a lovely little Pop-Tart for breakfast. For lunch, I got their country ham and Gruyere with butter and lemon aioli. Now, this to me looked intriguing. When I went on their website to figure out what to order, I noticed that the sandwiches had like a cross section. This wasn't like a sliced deli ham. It was more like a roasted ham. So I'm gonna actually cut into it and we're gonna see if that's what it really is. As far as the other ingredients, there's 12 grain and seed baguette, uncured ham, Gruyere, arugula, lemon aioli, and butter. Sounds delicious. I gotta say, before I actually had the sandwich in hand, I was a little bit afraid. Whenever you make a sandwich on a baguette, when it has that dome, it's really hard to bite into with a fresh baguette. I think the beauty of this is the sandwiches were like prepared and ready to go. It allowed it a little bit of time to actually soften in the bag. If this were like a fresh 12 grain or whatever it is baguette, this would be impossible to eat. That's kind of the beauty of it. It's convenience that you can pick it up. It's like going to a gas station and getting a sandwich, but it actually is like really good ingredients. So let's talk about what's inside. First thing you get is that lemon aioli. It is like very overpowering. I don't mean that in a bad way. It kind of prepares you for the richness of the cheese and the ham. And I don't want to get too deep into the physics of what's going on with this sandwich. It's absolutely delicious. And the fact that it's a sliced roasted ham and not deli ham is just another nice touch. It's not something you see often. We got a salad to try, and this was totally Cassie. It wasn't even my idea. I just wanted the sandwich, but I'm gonna try the salad anyway. So there's arugula, there's beets, there's goat cheese, orange segments, and it comes with a dressing that's orange juice, balsamic vinegar, maple syrup, Dijon mustard, olive oil, which is super thick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the fork treatment. I'll get a little on the fork, stab my lettuce and other items, and give it a go. Really good, really simple. The dressing kind of is the one thing on this that kind of stands out the most. Orange is definitely the theme, and it comes right through. Pretty good. So while we were walking around, just looking while we were waiting for our sandwiches, they have like this little market area. And the cool thing is they have kind of normal like supermarket items, kind of a little corner shop. So it's almost got that bodega vibe in terms of what items they have for sale. But there's actually like mixed in some local stuff. I noticed some Bread Alone bakery stuff. And I kind of think that that's where the bread might be coming from. A lot of other kind of local stuff. There's some cool little household items. It's really a cute little place. I love stuff that has a neighborhood character, even though it's not exactly my neighborhood. It's a quick 10-minute drive away here. But it's really cool that like the people who live there have a place that they can, pop in for like a little Pop-Tart or a cookie or a sandwich and get a couple of like grocery items and not have to go into town to like a supermarket. You could pretty much get anything there that you would need for like, a weekend breakfast or prepare stuff. I noticed they had some meats there too. And another cool thing they have is kind of a take and go, reheat at home kind of thing. So just a lot of little convenient things, kind of cool thing to add to that little neighborhood. But I just think it's so cool that they actually put like thick sliced ham on a sandwich. I still can't get over that, honestly. I can't even remember the last time I actually had a sandwich like this without actually making it myself. Time for a little cookie action. I had to go with the standard chocolate chip. There were two other cookies and I can't remember what they are right now. The chocolate chip to me looked the most enticing. But what I love about this is there's no mistaking this is a homemade cookie. It has kind of like a little bit of a chewiness and the edges are kind of crispy. It reminds me of like a standard bakery cookie. So without any ado here, it's actually like a super crispy cookie, very chocolatey, and definitely like a finer chocolate, like a higher cocoa level chocolate. Very tasty. And it really does remind me of an Italian bakery cookie. It has like I never was able to put my finger on what makes a cookie like this, where it's crispy to this point, but still kind of chewy and melts in your mouth. But that's what this is. Pretty good. They're also pet friendly there. They have some homemade dog biscuits. I noticed they had some other products for dogs that you can buy in there. So we're gonna see if these pass the test. Last season, we went to a coffee place called Storied Coffee. Not too different from this experience. If you want to check that out, I'll leave that for you right here. I'll leave my dining reviews here. Don't forget, subscribe if you like food, hit a thumbs up on the video, and we'll see you in the next one.